Hey guys, again I'm back with new video with new topic. I hope you all are good. So now in this video, I'm going to explain all about parser, normalization, and aggregation. So in security information and event management SIEM system, parser, normalizers, and aggregation serve different purposes in handling, organizing, and interpreting event data from various sources like firewall, intrusion detection system, servers, and other network devices. So as you can see, these are the key differences of parser, normalizers, and aggregations. However, we will see in details with example. So I would request to all of you to please stay with this video till last. So as you can see, parser basically breaking down and extracting data from the raw logs. Okay, and normalizers is just standardize extracted data across different log sources, and aggregation is basically summarize and reduce repetitive events for efficient analysis and storage. Okay, so to clarify the differences between parsers, normalizers, and aggregation in SIEM system, I will explain the process with an examples. Okay, so let's suppose in a SIEM system it received logs from three different devices: firewall, web servers, intrusion detection system. And it will send its own logs in its own format. Okay, so each device generates different type of logs that might represent similar security events but in different format and terminology. So the first step is parsing. A parser is responsible for extracting key information from raw log data, and it breaks down logs into a specific field such as timestamp, source IP, event type, and destination IP, or etc. etc. Okay. So as we can see, these devices log come in different formats. Okay. So the SIEM must parse each log format to extract and standardize relevant data field. So as you can see, these are the raw log data of firewall, web servers, and IDS. Okay. And SIEM basically extracted important values from this raw data. Okay, so as you can see, in timestamp it extracted the time from the raw data. In event it's showing as a drop because it was mentioned here as a drop. Okay, and in source IP it is extracted this value, the source IP. Okay, uh, for the web server also you will see here from the raw data the each event is extracted here, the important event is extracted here like timestamp, event, client IP. For IDS also the same thing like timestamp, alert type, source IP extracted here. Okay. So here the alert type is not mentioned, but in SIEM basically in parsing it's showing alert type as a possible intrusion. Okay. This is coming from raw data only. So basically in parsing, as we can say, like in parsing, it just extract values from raw data and map that values with relevant field. Okay. Now the next step is normalization. So after parsing, normalizers take the extracted data and map it to consistent structure or a schema across all data sources. Since logs from different sources may use different terminology or structures for similar data, normalizers ensure that the SIEM translate them into a common format of easier correlations. So as you can see here, after parsing, normalizers ensure all logs use consistent field names and format, mapping different term to a standard schema. You should notice this thing, mapping different term to a standard schema. Okay. Now you can see here in event it's showing blocked connection. Okay. Uh, in for web server also you can see the event is changed HTTP error 404. For IDS also you will see something different, intrusion alert. But in parsing there was something different. Okay, in parsing, in firewall it was showing just block, but in normalizations it changed to block connection. Okay, why it happened? Because it converted in SIEM on a schema, SIEM on a standard format. Okay, so for that reasons, it just changed to block connections. Okay, and for web server also, it just converted in its on a schema. And for IDS, it was showing in parser, it was showing uh, possible intrusion. Correct. But in normalization, it is showing intrusion alert. Okay, so this is coming from the standard format of that particular theme. Okay, now I will give one more example. So let's suppose there are two different vendor. Okay, and from two, and it mainly generating login events. Okay, there are two different vendors and there are two devices. Okay, from two different vendors and it generating login events. Okay, one device uh, event is showing as a login success. Let's suppose this is device 1 and this is device 2. Okay, vendor is different and both vendor is different. So for one, the event is showing as a login success, and for the second one, the event is showing as auth okay. Okay, authentication okay. So as you can see, for both devices, the event type are same. Okay, but for one device, it is showing as a login success, and for other, it's showing as a authentication okay. So in normalization, what basically will happen? So normalizer convert both to a standard event type, which is called user logged in, which is SIEM on a schema format. Okay, so user logged in. So this is SIEM on a schema format, and this look like this. Okay, so might different term used for different devices for same type of event, but once it come in normalization, that two different term convert in single standard schema, which is called SIEM on a standard format, and this is happen only for consistency in reporting. So this is basically happen in normalizations. Now the third step is aggregation. Okay, so aggregation combine similar or identical event to reduce redundancy, minimize storage use, and improve performance in analysis. In SIEM, thousands of log may refer to same kind of event. Example, multiple fail login attempt. Instead of storing each event separately, aggregation normalizes this into a single event with a count of occurrence. Okay, so as you can see here, once logs are parsed and normalized, aggregation combines similar events to reduce redundancy and improve performance. In this example, all events originated from the same IP within a short period. So the SIEM aggregated them. Okay, so let's suppose, so for aggregation mainly we need to give some time period. Okay, like for what time the aggregation should be happen. Okay, so let's suppose we have selected 15 minutes for aggregations. So let's suppose if from the same IP only three events uh, triggered. Okay, within 15 minutes, so it shows like in a single line. Okay, it not it so instead of storing each event separately, aggregation summarizes these lines, okay, in a single events with a count of occurrence. Okay, so I will give one more examples. Okay, so if there are 100 failed login attempts from the same IP address, aggregation would group these into single event showing 100 failed login from the particular IP rather than listing each attempt individual. So guys, I hope it makes sense to everyone which I explained here. Uh, so I would like to thank for watching this video. If you enjoy, the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you once again for watching this video.